Just because a car is popular does not mean it is reliable. In fact, millions of Americans are walking onto used car lots right now in 2026 and buying vehicles they think are bulletproof, completely unaware that a catastrophic failure is waiting for them just past 80,000 miles. Today, I am exposing 7 incredibly popular used cars that are secretly ticking time bombs. These aren't luxury cars you expect to be expensive. These are normal, everyday commuter cars that have fatal engineering flaws that will literally bankrupt you. I am giving you the exact years, models, and engine codes to avoid. And you must stick around for number 6 on this list because it is a car from a legendary Japanese brand that mechanics absolutely refuse to buy. Let's get into it. Number 1. The 2013 to 2020 Nissan Pathfinder. If you see one of these sitting on a used car lot for a ridiculously cheap price, run the other way. Nissan completely ruined the Pathfinder in this generation by taking away its rugged truck frame and dropping in the infamous Jatco CVT transmission. Mechanics refer to this specific transmission as a sludge trap. As the car approaches 90,000 miles, the metal push belt inside the CVT begins to slip, creating metal shavings that completely destroy the valve body. Because CVTs cannot be easily rebuilt by a standard mechanic, you have to replace the entire unit. You might think you got a great deal buying the car for 10 grand until you are handed a repair bill for $4,500 just to get it to drive forward. Avoid this SUV at all costs. Number 2. The 2014 to 2019 Ford Escape, specifically with the 1.5-liter EcoBoost engine. Ford sold millions of these, which means the used market is currently flooded with them. But there is a fatal design flaw hidden deep inside the engine block. These engines suffer from something called coolant intrusion. Because of a poor block design, engine coolant literally leaks directly into the engine cylinders. First, your car will start misfiring and blowing thick white smoke out of the exhaust. Then the engine completely hydrolocks and dies. You cannot just patch this. The entire engine block has to be replaced. Dealerships are charging upwards of $6,000 for this repair. Do not let a used car salesman convince you this is a safe family car. Number 3. The 2019 to 2020 Subaru Ascent. Subaru has built a massive reputation for safety and reliability, but their first attempt at a modern 3-row SUV was a complete financial disaster for owners. The Ascent is a heavy vehicle, and Subaru decided to pair a turbocharged engine with a continuously variable transmission that simply could not handle the weight. The fake chain inside the transmission slips under heavy acceleration, causing violent shuddering and total transmission failure. While Subaru replaced some of these under warranty, the ones you are buying on the used market in 2026 are completely out of warranty. If that transmission blows while you are hauling your family, you're looking at a minimum $5,000 replacement. Number 4. The 2010 to 2017 Chevy Equinox and GMC Terrain, specifically with the 2.4-liter Ecotec 4-cylinder. This is one of the most notorious money pits on the American road. This engine has a catastrophic flaw with its piston rings, causing it to burn massive amounts of oil. Owners report having to add a quart of oil every 1,000 miles just to keep the engine from blowing up. Worse, in cold weather, the PCV system freezes solid, building up crankcase pressure until it literally blows the rear main seal completely out of the engine, dumping all your oil onto the highway in seconds. If you buy a used Equinox with the 2.4-liter, you're basically buying a monthly subscription to your local mechanic. And this is exactly why buying a used car right now feels like playing Russian roulette. Every day, people spend $20,000 on a car based on a 15-minute test drive and a clean Carfax report, and they are walking directly into a trap. Carfax only tells you the history of the car. It will never tell you the future. It won't tell you about the engine designed to fail or the hidden flood damage the dealer covered up. That is why I created the CARZMOOD system. It is the ultimate $10,000 defense manual for car buyers. This is not some basic ebook. It is a 24-page forensic intelligence manual used by professional consultants. Inside, you get the 50-unit reliability index, so you know exactly exactly which engines are ticking time bombs and which are million-mile legends. You get the Ghost History Protocol, which teaches you exactly how to spot the paint blending and hidden damage the dealers try to hide. Best of all, I give you my word-for-word dealer negotiation master script, so when you find a flaw, you can force the dealer to drop the price by thousands of dollars instantly. If this manual doesn't save you at least 10 times its cost on your next car purchase, you didn't read it. Click the link at the very top of the description, check the pinned comment, or simply scan the QR code on your screen right now to get the CARZMOOD system before you step foot on a dealership lot. Now let's get back to the list. Number 5, the 2011 to 2019 Kia Optima and Hyundai Sonata. You will see these cars everywhere on Facebook Marketplace, looking sleek, modern, and very cheap. It is a trap. These cars use the infamous Theta 2 engine. Due to a manufacturing defect, metallic debris was left inside the engine block at the factory. This debris blocks oil flow to the connecting rod bearings. Best case scenario, the engine starts knocking incredibly loudly. Worst case scenario, the engine seizes completely while you are driving at highway speeds, and in some documented cases, catches entirely on fire. While Hyundai has faced massive class action lawsuits over this, dealing with the recall process on a used model is a nightmare you do not want to take on. Number 6, the 2017 to 2019 Honda CR-V with the 1.5-liter turbo engine. It physically hurts to put a Honda CR-V on a do not buy list, but you need to know the truth about this specific generation. Honda tried to make this engine highly fuel efficient, but they created a massive problem called oil dilution. In colder climates, or if you only drive short distances, the engine does not get hot enough to vaporize unburned fuel, so raw gasoline leaks past the piston rings and mixes directly into your engine oil. Gas is a solvent, meaning it ruins the lubricating power of the oil. This leads to premature engine wear, stretched timing chains, and catastrophic internal failure. If you want a CR-V, buy the older 2.4-liter, but avoid the early 1.5 turbos like the plague. Number 7, the 2011 to 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Jeep owners love the look of these SUVs, but buying one used without a warranty is financial suicide. The engines are generally okay, but the electronics will bankrupt you. These vehicles use a module called the TIPM, which is essentially the brain of the car. When it fails, and it almost always does, the car becomes possessed. The fuel pump will stay on and drain the battery, the airbags might not deploy, and the car will randomly shut off while driving. Add in the factory air suspension that almost always leaks and fails past 70,000 miles, and you are looking at continuous $2,000 to $3,000 repair bills. Do not fall for the trap of a cheap price tag. But if you want to know which cheap used cars you actually should buy this year that will easily hit 300,000 miles, click this video right here where I expose the 7 best hidden gems on the market. See you there!